at 6 p.m, the directors, actors and technical crew assembled here in the Edward Lewis. They were presented with the theme of the plays, Once Upon a Time, Fairy Tales, Old and New. Between then and now, this space has been transformed into the amazing performance venue you see before you, and the casts have created 4 entirely original pieces of theatre. In case you weren't already aware, 50% of your ticket price is being donated to Theatres for Theatres, a very worthy charity related to Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital.
Jag ska in och tvätta mina kläder.
Il va passer avec tout ça, ce carrelage.
Plays is an idea that was come up with a long time ago. James and I rather madly decided to take it on board this term.
Or think of any language you want, and instead of actually saying words of the language, saying the sounds that represent the language.
That's all I was doing.
Like you were doing, basically. I don't know Swahili well enough. If I start with Swahili and I go along that, just make it along the sounds. Or, I don't know, different African language, like Moza maybe, something like that. I'll start doing that, and then carry on with any language you want. Doesn't have to be one you know. You can pick Russian, you can pick anything, and just try to make it sound like the similar sounds that are going on. Describing the same thing.
Maybe if we have like a point, it could be on the credit crunch.
There's a difference between, I think there's a difference between a purpose and a point.
Yeah, no, okay, a purpose.
Yes.
I think if there's a purpose or a point to it.
Can we not pick like a fable, Aesop's fable model or something like that?
I think what we can play with, if you know, the dream thing.
Yeah.
And I think there seems to be a general feeling that incongruity of time and space and character is something that would be quite fun to play with.
Numbers and names and just making things up. So if I start. Ne dersem deyim fark etmez çünkü bu ayakkabıyı boş versem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 konuşabilirim, böyle yapabilirim, bulmam lazım çünkü inanamazsınız, böyle şey olmaz, bu kız da aşığım falan filan, ne dersem hiç anlamayacaksınız zaten, boş ver, lütfen bulalım bu kızı.
I played the stars in Myth World. I think that's a more interesting way of doing it.
Oh non, non. Oh non, ma petite crevette. Mais pourquoi pas dans mon sandwich? Oh non, non, mais mon poulet est parti, effectivement, je dois trouver une crevette quelque part où le sandwich est à la mayonnaise, mais non pas avec la salade, parce que je n'aime pas la salade. Et le thon, ah non, certes pas le thon, j'aime pas du tout le thon. Mais non, il faut que je trouve la mayonnaise parfaite pour mon sandwich.
I don't не знаю, где это, где она, поэтому он должен поехать. Он сказал, что давай, надо пойти, искать дорожку, вот так. Спасибо.
Ma è impossibile, ma che 5, 6, 17, perché per me non mi preoccupare, i tuoi capelli sono capelli così male.
This honestly doesn't actually mean anything. Wow, dude, ni sy'n ei fan, ni Debbie ma, wy'n sy'n araf, ni sy'n llan ni fa, a sy'n no, but I feel like bloody Cinderella, she's been
I don't owe these ducks anything. No, just, think of it as, giving stuff to your loyal subjects.
They're ducks.
Yeah.
There was a house, and in that house there was a beautiful, beautiful girl called Cinderella.
Yeah, and I ring up in your scarf and I pull up behind you. Yeah, and that coming round, that looks really nice.
And then that was leading to something that we got.
There's something that's stuck in my head. Do you remember that story about 2 years ago in the news? And this Czech pianist
Really was.
just swept up on this shore,
Yeah.
literally sodden, well, swept up on the shore, went and didn't know who he was. And then he went to this, and he wouldn't communicate with anyone, he went to this kind of,
Where was his sense? They didn't know he was a pianist.
Right.
Just a Czech guy.
Someone.
and he went to this, got put in this kind of housing centre, I guess. And then one day they discovered him was playing the piano. And he used to be a concert pianist. But it's like, you imagine a kind of delusional world, to be in that state.
See how this works?
Yeah, in fact, you lift your hands up and grab your hand and bring you down.
You just need to like twist you. Let's see. Oh, wait, maybe we can go like.
Or if
Can you do
turn
that?
one and me down, maybe. Yeah.
I know, but you have to lift us together. Like, you see turning and lifting with people.
That's because it's like the combination what I did.
Yeah.
Should we try running what we've got?
And now, what do you want to do with your skirt?
Well, would you do this kind of stretch you out?
Yes.
Out back to the window, but let go
You
of
have to
your
let go of me.
pull you round.
Okay, well, what do you want to do?
What is it? I'll twist you round.
We don't
How do you want me to get twisted? Do you want me to twist that way?
Yeah, like that way out.
Yeah.
So you'll be straight again. But like as you twist, you move out a long way.
Yeah, then yeah.
What did we do?
That way.
Yeah, when
Just now, when we turn around.
At what point are you twirling
When I was in the
I'm not sure.
That's fine. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
twirl like that. You twirl. You
You can do
twirl.
that now. If you
Yeah,
go that
okay.
side.
See, I twirl like this, and you twirl like
Okay, well,
that way. You see?